by the end of this video, I'm going to give you like a literal, like foolproof way. This is what I did to cure my social anxiety. So now I am so good at going up and talking to people and having conversations and getting to know people and just getting people to like, I'm literally so good at this. I'm going to tell you the process that I went through in order to develop this confidence that I have. And look, dude, this isn't going to be hard. Okay. It's only going to be hard because change is very difficult and everything you do that's new is going to be uncomfortable. So what I'm going to tell you to do, which is what I did, it's going to be uncomfortable, but we're going to talk about what's called exposure therapy. This is why I'm literally promising you that if you follow the steps that I'm going to be teaching you, you will cure your social anxiety. Or maybe I should say it's going to go away. Like it never goes away, but it's not going to stop you from literally living the life that you want to live. And that's the benefit of this. So that is my promise. You will know how to fix this by the end of the video. So some stats that I have right here is 9.1% of teenagers deal with social anxiety, and 7.1% of adults deal with social anxiety. And when I say social anxiety, from experience, when I want to like talk to a stranger, cold approach a girl, or if I'm in a conversation with like a really hot girl or somebody that might be like really richer than I am, my nervous system on the inside just goes absolutely haywire. The amount of anxiety that I used to get would actually like stop me from quite literally like talking to somebody, having proper conversations with them. I would start stuttering and slurring with my words, and like I would start mumbling, and I would never like articulate things correctly. Or if I wanted to cold approach somebody, I wouldn't do it because I would just get into my head. And I think that's because today we're not teaching everything is on your phone, bro. You don't need to talk to people in person anymore. Like back when my mom was my kid, like my age, I'm 30 now. So when mom was like 20 or 30, like if they wanted to hang out with somebody, if they wanted to get something from somebody, they had to go and learn how to talk to other people. They had to develop social skills. Kids these days, they don't have to do that. I think that's why that number is so high in teenagers, 2% higher compared to adults, just because the way that kids are being raised today, they don't need to socialize. Everything's online, and now we got artificial intelligence learning how to do all this shit for us. So we'll start with like an after. So today at the gym, I was at the gym and I was in a really good mood, and there was one girl to my left, there was a girl over to my right, and then there was a girl a little later on that was closer to where I needed to go to get my dumbbells. And I was in a good mood, and I was like, you know what, there's girls right here, I'm gonna go and tell them they're pretty. So I went over to this girl right here, and I was like, hey, listen, I just wanted to let you know really fast, man. I was like, you're really fucking pretty. And then she was like, thank you. And I was like, yep. And I just left. I literally just, yeah, you're welcome, man. And I just left. That's all I wanted to do. Another girl, I went to pick up my weight. I looked at her and I said, hey, excuse me. So I stopped. Hey, excuse me. Hey, I just wanted to and this girl is super cute, man. Beautiful eyes on this girl. I was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, man, you are such a pretty girl. And she ended up saying like, oh, thank you. And she ended up saying something to me, but my music was so loud, I had to take my headphones out. And I'm like, hey, say that again. And then she asked me if I needed help. And then I was like, no, I'm good, because I'm in a wheelchair. And they're like, no, I'm okay, thank you though. And I invited her to come and meet the dog. And she didn't the first time around, but I ended up talking to this girl again, because then she circled back around and came over to me. And then I asked her out, and that I got rejected, but I still asked her out. Now the third girl that was right next to me, she was literally just right next to me, and I didn't say it to her. She kept walking in front of me, and I kept looking at her, and then I she was next to me. I didn't say anything, but when I came back over from with my weight, I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna do it. And I went over, I literally just rolled up, hey, excuse me. And I was like, listen, I said, since we're right next to each other, I just wanted to let you know, man. I was like, but you are really fucking pretty. And she was like, oh, thank you. I was like, yeah, man, have a good workout. I went back, we were right next to each other, and I just went back to doing my thing. Now, the first two girls responded very well. That girl just gave me like a neutral answer, and then she ended up moving to one of the benches a little bit in front of us. So I don't know if that's because she just felt uncomfortable or not, but regardless, I don't care. I was only going out of my way to make these girls feel good by giving them a compliment. Now, in the past, okay, because that's where I'm at now, I just did it. You know what? I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good. I'm going to go tell these girls they're pretty. Bam. Now, in the past, I remember my first time learning how to like cold approach a girl. This was after I was going through a breakup, so I was like heartbroken too, man. And then listen, I realize I'm saying cold approach girls, but just know that this is still related to social anxiety. I'm using it in the form of anxiety that I get, and that's talking to random people that I don't know, and that's girls. So when I would literally, there's a girl I remember one time, super hot girl, name's Paige. I haven't seen her in a long time. Phenomenal girl. Her husband Chester goes to the gym. He's cool. I don't really talk to him. But I did get on, I eventually got on Paige's good side, like over time. I didn't know they were together at first. So when I went up and approached her, I had no idea they were together. But now we're cool. When I saw her, this girl, dude, beauty's intimidating. Holy shit. This is one of the prettiest girls that I ever went up, and she was right in front of me on one of these like leg machines where it opens like that. So that's kind of uncomfortable. And there was a little bit of like, I'm in a wheelchair, so if there's like I'm on carpet right now, there's a little bit of carpet in front of me at the gym, so it makes pushing really hard. And I remember I was just sitting there looking at her, and I was like, man, I really want to go up and tell that girl I want to talk to that girl. And I was like, well, but now's not a good time. I was like, she's on a very like revealing machine. I was like, she's sitting down, I got to go up to her. I'm like, what do I even say to a girl like this? I'm like, man, like she's got her headphones in, and I remember it just, I was, dude, my head was, I was so, flustered, if that's even the word. Basically, social anxiety gets formed because we're getting too much in our head. So one of the 6 basic human needs is a need for certainty. When you start talking to somebody new, you don't know if they're going to like you or not. So if you're friends with somebody for a long time, you could literally say anything to them and you're not going to care because your brain has already established a safe relationship with this person. But with the new person, and I'm a pretty big dude. No one's going to hurt me. Especially not one of these girls. They're not going to hurt me. So it's like, why am I getting so scared? That's because my brain is trying to make sense of answers I don't have yet. When you think of the future, social anxiety, that's when you think of the future, that's when anxiety gets formed. When you ruminate on the past, that's when depression gets formed. Because if you're thinking in the past, you're going to get sad because you can't change the past, that's depression. But in the future, you can't predict the future, you don't know what's going to happen, that's going to cause anxiety. This is where it comes from. So people today, especially the kids, the teenagers, they're growing up being on their phone, they don't know how to talk to people. So of course that anxiety is always going to form. So with this girl, now with Paige, I ended up going and saying something to her, and then I just went away. And then I eventually circled back around, and then I think a couple days later or something, and then I started talking to her. I don't know, but now we're cool. But I can look at, there's so many different times where I've seen like girls that I got in my head and I pussed out. I was like, fuck yeah, I can't do it. Couldn't do it. Because my brain was telling me stranger danger, don't do that, that's bad. And people are really awesome, man. I've been cheated on, I've been hurt, I've had my own sense of like trauma with girls and whatnot, and even I'm sitting here telling you that I still think people are awesome because I don't let these bad people, what happened to me in the past, I don't let that shape my future. So let's talk about what I promised. How do we fix this? There's a couple different steps that we're going to have to take, but all of this is based on exposure therapy. The more we do something, we're going to desensitize ourselves. And you're going to notice that the more you do it, so like today with these 3 girls, I started getting in my head with one of them, and then I just said, fuck it, and I did it. Because I have learned that 9 times out of 10, girls are just going to say thank you. And every single one of them said thank you. As predicted, because I've done it enough times. Now, I got 2 good responses and one neutral response, so I knew that wasn't going to go anywhere, and that's fine. I don't care. All I wanted to do was just compliment them. If they don't like me, that's their loss. I'm awesome. So let's go into like the steps. I'm looking at my screen right now because I got like notes, but let's go. I'm going to try to make this as low pressure as possible, because I want you guys to understand that when if you look at a girl and you're like, I'm gonna go get her phone number, you're putting so much pressure on an outcome that is likely not gonna happen. And if you put that much tremendous amount of pressure on yourself, you're not going to do it. So I'm gonna teach you how I do things, and I have, just from experience, a guy in a wheelchair, I told you I'm so good at this, dude. I have learned that this is like the most low pressure way to start talking to people, meeting new people. that anxiety, it's not there. So the first things first, if you're somebody that's not good with being out like in a very busy crowd, because I know a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, girls especially, that say like I'm not good in crowds. You got to get used to being in crowds. Okay, if you're not good being around a lot of people, then your chances of meeting somebody is not going to be good. Okay, so what we need to do is, like, I take my dog to the farmer's market every Sunday. So today's Monday. Yesterday, dude, it was the busiest I've ever seen it in my life. And it is such a phenomenal time with how many people are there. I say hi to as many people as I can. I didn't go out of my way to start conversations, but I just pass people and I greet them. All I'm doing is greeting them. Hey, hi, how are you? Hey, good morning. Hey, good afternoon. Ladies, you look phenomenal. Girls, good morning. Gentlemen, how are y'all? Guys, hey, morning. That's all I'm doing. So that would be the second step, is greeting. But step one, you got to find a place that you enjoy going to, like, every week. And I mean, like, I go to the farmer's market every week. If you have a coffee shop that you go to, or if you have like a, I go to the farmer's market. Maybe you go to the mall. Maybe you go to the coffee shop. Maybe you go to Target. You gotta get in the habit of going to one location every single week during like a busy time, because we're trying to decondition yourself decondition, I think, is that what I said? To understand that, okay, being alone out in public, it's not weird, and busy places does not mean bad or chaotic. They're fun. It's fun being around people. So that's step one. Do that enough times to where you can comfortably go to that location, and it seems like another day for you. So for me, when I go to the farmer's market, it's just another Sunday for me. I'm going to the farmer's market. That's where I'm at. Step two is, now we got to start working on your social skills. This is the part that's going to be the hardest for everybody. But I told you this, if you want to change, okay, I'm teaching you how to do this at this point in time. From here, when you go to a place that you like going to, you need to tell yourself, I am going to say hi to one person, at least one person. I said, say hi. I did not say, try to have a conversation with them. That is a big jump. I want you, like when I go to the farmer's market, on the way to the market, from the cars to the market, I pass people as I'm going that way. Because I'm passing them and they're coming towards me, I don't have to think about going up and talking to somebody. They're just going to be there. So now I don't have to have that thought of how do I approach them. They're just there. And when I'm passing them, that's when I'll just say, hey guys, good morning. Ladies, hi. Hey guys, happy Sunday, man. Hey guys, you look wonderful. Have a good day. Okay, I have noticed that when I try to go out of my way to cold approach a girl, I get in my head. But if I happen to be going that direction and I'm going to pass them, I can say something to them because I'm not thinking about how to do something. I'm limiting the uncertainty that can go in my head. And you're going to notice something. When you say hi to the first person, they're like, oh, that was pretty easy. Then you're going to say hi to the second person. Wow, this is really easy. And then you're going to say hi to the third person, and you're going to be like, holy shit, this is so easy and it's fun. But there's one thing I want you to pay attention to. When you greet your first person, you have to reward yourself. You have to. Okay, we have to condition ourselves. Saying hi to a stranger is good. Saying hi to a stranger is fun. Complimenting a girl is great. So when you say hi to somebody, okay, hey guys, how are y'all? They're going to say something, hey, I'm good, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Have a good day. Fuck yeah, I just did that. Let's go. Yes. You need to do that every single time. So I got rejected by that girl at the gym today. I asked for her phone number because I wanted to take her out. And she said, oh, I have a boyfriend. I said, don't worry about it. And then when she left, I was just on the way home. I was like, dude, let's go. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, that's a number. Yes, I got rejected. That sucks. But but that's another girl that I can cross off my list of wanting to be in like a potential partnership with or relationship. Let's go, man. Because listen to this, guys. Every successful person in the world is incredibly unlucky. They have failed so many times, but they kept going until that failure eventually turned into a success. Okay? People don't get lucky. They just keep failing at something enough times until their luck turns around. I don't know if I said that correctly. I learned that one from, I think it's Owen Cook. I think he's the one that kind of taught me that. I'm like, damn, dude, that mind shift, that shift on my perspective is so good. He's like, I don't think rich people are lucky. I think they're unlucky because they've gotten told no, or they've failed so many times. The average person would stop, but they kept going until they eventually got a yes. That's why I'm saying when you do this, guys, you have to reward yourself. So it feels good to keep doing it. You're not getting rejected. You're just saying hi to somebody. And that's going to show you, hey, Mitchell's right. I say hi to them. They say hi back. People are really cool. People are good. But that's really fun. Wow. Now, third step, there are other steps. Like you can stop and ask for directions. You can start complimenting girls if you want. That one might be a little too hard. So that's really like 3 basic steps. Like if you really want to do this from like a free YouTube video, go to a location, say hi to people. And then when you say hi to somebody, make sure you like gas yourself up. Then from there, once you do that enough times, when you start seeing something on a guy or a girl, make a comment on it. Ladies, what a beautiful outfit you have on. Girls, hi, hey, real fast, that color red that you have on right now, wow, that looks so good on you. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, that watch looks expensive, bro. Hey, that watch looks expensive, man. Good job. I don't typically say hi to like guys, but I'll do girls. But that would be the next step. Is now that we're good at saying hi to people, now we got to give them a good feeling. Now we got to compliment them. And then you're going to notice when you're doing steps 2 and 3, saying hi and then giving out random compliments, this is where I have noticed that from here, yes, you can do stuff to force a conversation. But I have noticed that for me, conversations with people tend to just happen. So that girl that I got rejected with, I went up to her and I complimented her. She said something. She was like, thank you. And then she was like, hey, if you ever need help, let me know. And I was like, no, thanks, I'm good. And then I invited her to meet the dog. Fast forward, I didn't see her. Fast forward, I'm waiting on a cable machine. She came up to me to meet the dog. And then we got into like a 15-minute conversation. And because I had a 15-minute conversation with the girl, she was engaged. She was facing me. She was talking to me. I was asking her questions. She was answering. That was a green light for me to ask her out. So I didn't get in my head about asking her out. I just said, hey, listen. She was like, okay, I'm going to go leave. I said, listen, man, you're really cool. I would love to, we should keep talking. I would love to get to know you, man. Maybe we can go for like lunch or coffee sometime. And then that's when she rejected me. I think that's what I said earlier. I know I asked her to get lunch. I don't know if I said coffee. But where I was going with that is this is the most low pressure way to start talking to people. Even if you suck at having conversations, is when you start learning how to say hi and then compliment people, you're going to notice that the conversations, you're going to start talking to people. It's very rare, but you're going to get into conversations with people and it kind of just happens. One of you two will just blurt something out and that immediately starts the conversation. I think from a male to female dynamic, that is because there's a level of mutual attraction between two of you. That's why you're talking. Now, most girls are not going to be available. They're not going to like you, or they're going to be taken. This one claims she was taken. That's fine. But she came up to me and then we started talking. I think there was a level of mutual attraction there. So that's what I'm saying is the conversations you're going to have with people, especially like with older people, I've noticed, they're just going to happen. This way, all you have to focus on is just saying hi and then giving a compliment. And then you're going to see every once in a while, somebody is going to say something and now you two are talking. That way, I don't go out of my way to force conversations. If it happens, it happens. All you got to do is ask somebody a question. But if it happens, it happens. That is what I have noticed from doing it. I go out of my way to do this. And like I said, can you force conversations with people? Yes. Maybe I just haven't cared enough to develop that ability. But this, I'm telling you, this is how I have stopped me from getting in my head. That social anxiety, it's not there. When I start, if I'm in a bad mood, if I'm in a bad, like I was in a good mood today. So because I was in a good mood today, I wasn't worried about if somebody fucking liked me or not. I just went up and told them something. But if I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to get in my head. And if I get into my head, I won't talk to people. But what I have done, what I just talked to you about, is just when you pass by somebody, then you say something that has reduced all the anxiety I've ever had. This will work for you. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, I have an offer that I want to make. If you are somebody that is looking to improve their social skills, build up genuine confidence like I have, and then also learn how to meet and talk to just more people so you can have more, friendships or relationships, I can help. I am so fucking good at doing this. I know for a fact I can help you. First 3 people that want to work with me, I'm taking on for absolutely free. You're going to work with me for 8 weeks. It's one-on-one coaching, and I'm only taking on 3 people because you're getting in-depth help. Like, you're literally getting my phone number, dude. Like, I am going to make sure that you get so fucking good at doing whatever it is that you want to do that you're getting personal access to me. After the first 3 people sign up, which they will fast, then it's going to be $19.97. So if you're somebody right now that's wanting to make a change, do not hop in this call. If you're not serious about changing, I will hang up on you. Click that link in the description, watch that video, book a time to speak with me. And if you want to continue learning social skills for free, check out one of these 2 videos right here, guys. Hey, see you in the next one.